What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. I got some major news for you guys in this video. The Social Security Administration makes a major announcement that is going to affect, well, everybody, and how they're going to be giving you major announcements going forward. I'll give you the details here and show you it on the screen. Also, the IRS makes a major announcement, and it's going to affect your money potentially, and I'll show you it here on the screen as well. Two major announcements, and I'll give you guys the details here of it in this video. So let's jump right in. This is very important news, and we're going to go over it here right now in this video. So let's jump right in. I am live with you guys here on YouTube on the It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, and if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos, and help me reach 500,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Take a look here. Okay, first up, IRS makes some drastic decisions that could impact tax returns, and probably will here, for millions of Americans here. The federal agency makes a desperate move before tax day. And some people are saying that the DOGE Department of Government Efficiency, has to do with it. IRS will cut 25% of its employees, and this is going to affect a lot of people going forward here, potentially for years to come. Years to come as well. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comment section. Do you think cutting 25% of its employees will be a good thing or a bad thing in the comments? Let me know if you think this is a good thing, type yes, or if you think it's a bad thing, type no. The IRS, Internal Revenue Service, plans to eliminate 20,000 jobs, nearly a quarter of its workforce, in layoffs starting Friday as part of the Trump administration's cost-cutting efforts, according to reports obtained by the Washington Post and people familiar with the plans. This is being reported by multiple news sources, okay? The agency said it would eliminate its Office of Civil Rights and Compliance. That's just 130 employees, so this is, it's 20,000 employees, okay? This is multiple offices and layoffs all across the thing. For protecting taxpayers from discriminations in the tax codes, audits, and investigations. The remaining employees there will be transferred to other departments. The reduction in force was expected and comes as the agency has already lost several executives and thousands of employees. I think 7,000 have already been eliminated here earlier, including agents who audit tax returns during tax season. Maybe, a lot of people don't like to be audited, so, you guys can let me know your thoughts on that. It's also part of a broader plan from President Donald Trump and Elon Musk's cost-cutting team, the U.S. DOGE service, to shrink the federal government. If you guys have been watching my channel, we're seeing cost-cutting efforts and layoffs and all sorts of things here for almost every federal agency. An email sent to employees said, quote, "This action is being taken to increase the efficiency and effectiveness to the IRS." I'm not sure if it's going to increase the effectiveness, but it will reduce costs, at least in the form of payroll. Let me know your thoughts on this. A spokesperson for the Treasury Department said the cuts will be part of and driven by the process improvements and technological innovations that will allow the IRS to collect revenue and serve taxpayers more effectively. Not too sure about that. It will cut costs and labor, but this is going to cut manpower, and it will cut audits. But, less people working there won't make it more efficient. It won't make it more efficient, that's for sure. The department has previously said its policy is not to attach names to spokespeople statements. The IRS did not respond to a comment. The downsizing has raised concerns among tax officials that the government could see a sharp drop in tax revenue this year as tax cheats see opportunities to take advantage of the diminished IRS. The Treasury Department and IRS officials last month projected that tax receipts would show more than a 10% decrease by the April 15th filing compared with last year, the Post reported. That would amount to more than $500 billion in lost revenue. More than 4,000 employees accepted deferred resignation offers earlier this year, and an additional 7,000 probationary employees, those generally with the agencies for less than a year, were laid off as of February this year, though some were being reinstated through court orders. Now, I can already see some people saying, well, what about tax returns, refunds? Will they be delayed? Will some be delayed? And going forward into future years, will this cause delays? Inevitably, probably so. And when it comes to complex returns, or when there's an issue with a return where a human has to review it, inevitably this will probably cause some delays. It's just kind of the reality of things. When you inevitably make an error, an oversight in your tax return, or one number is off, or something gets just, accidentally, mistaken in a tax return, and the IRS has to, look at it, anything along those lines, and, it can't be done by a computer. A human hand has to look at it. These things happen, whether you think it or does or not. That is where you're going to look at a long delay in a refund or something along those lines. Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Will automated refunds from the IRS, when you are just expecting an automated refund from the IRS, this is when the computer just, the computer does your refund. The IRS's computer just looks at your tax return and automatically does the refund. Will those be delayed? I don't know. We will see. I'll keep you up to date. Let me know your thoughts here in the comment section. Next up, the Social Security Administration makes another change. They have been making a lot of major changes here recently. If you've been watching my channel, I've been keeping up to date here. And at first, when I seen this, I thought, this can't be true. But it actually is. I've seen it here reported from multiple different news agencies. Take a look here. Social Security Administration will, quote, be using X, which formerly known as Twitter, to communicate moving forward. Here's another headline. Social Security announcements are leaving its website and moving to X, formerly known as Twitter, going forward. I was shocked when I heard this. Absolutely shocked when I heard this. So here's some details. Weeks after the Social Security Administration said it was increasing transparency and accountability, the agency is reportedly now moving its communications off of its website and onto, you guessed it, Elon Musk's owned social media platform known as X, formerly known as Twitter. I know. The Social Security Administration, or SSA, has used press releases on its own website to share news, especially in the middle of major changes announced in the last 2 months, including staff reductions and suggestions it pay out benefits to dead people. But the agency, quote, will be using X. A lot of people go, X. What even is X? Formerly known as Twitter, to communicate to the press and the public going forward. You might think this is an April Fool's Day joke, but it's not. When I first heard it, I was like, is this even real? Apparently it is, and this is breaking news. Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people aren't even aware of this. This is just coming out. This, according to the Federal News Network, this will become our communication mechanism X. And this is an issue because a lot of seniors do not go on the social platform known as X. This shift comes as communication staff at the agency has dwindled due to reassignments in front-facing roles at field offices across the country. Officials announced that the regional SSA offices would no longer have fully staffed public affairs offices as a result. If you're used to getting press releases and dear colleague letters, you might want to subscribe to the official SSAX account so you can stay up to date with the agency news. I know this sounds very foreign to you, as it did to me as well, and not what we're used to, but we are in different times now, she added. This is, who said this here? Kerr Davis, as reported by FNN. The SSA's last press release, which was on March 27th on the website, basically denied reports that local field offices may be closing, which some of them are. It also features a link to inactive social media accounts for the agency that encourage website viewers to follow the press office on X, which is owned by close Trump advisor and donor Elon Musk, also the head of DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. So let me know your thoughts here in the comment section. As always, I will be keeping you up to date here on, Social Security news, Medicare, Medicaid news, Department of Government Efficiency news, Trump stimulus check news, everything happening on a daily basis. And as always, I show you it on the screen so you guys can see it and hear it with your own eyes. A lot of times I show you videos because I honestly wouldn't have believed this if I didn't see it. I actually saw a video of somebody else reporting this on social media, and I was like, that can't be true. That honestly can't be true. And then I had to research it. I actually had my wife look it up. I said, I think we were laying in bed when I seen it. I seen it on, Instagram or Twitter or something like that. And I said, Laurel, look that up. And then, she looked it up. And then she's like, it does look like it's partially true. And then we had to cross-reference it and cross-reference it and cross-reference it and make sure it was true. Because, again, when we report stuff, we show you it on the screen. If you guys watch me, I show you stuff on the screen so you can see it and read it with your own eyes. I literally don't just say stuff. I'm always showing you guys stuff on the screen so you can see it, cross-reference it, and stuff like that. Come on, Snowy. Snowy wants to say hi. Hi, Snowy. Say hi, buddy. Snowy actually had eye surgery here recently. He had a feline herpes in his eye and literally had to have a part of his eye removed. I think you can see it here, maybe in his one eye. And he literally had to have eye surgery. It was so bad. Part of his eye was collapsing. And he's so much better now. He's actually so much better. And he's like a whole different cat now. He had to have part of his eye replaced from, basically, they took part of his eye out and put it basically took part of his eye out and replaced it into the other part of his eye to repair the other part. And he's so much better now. He's so much better now. Laurel had been dealing with it, giving him drops every day for like over a year. And he's doing so much better now. Say hi, Snowy. I know you don't like being held this way. But yeah, he's doing so much better now. So yeah, so I'll keep you up to date here. Man, there's been so much changes in Social Security and with Trump and these tariffs. It's been insane, man. It's been crazy. So, let me know your thoughts on this. I do think that, with these tariffs, I think that Trump is, I think he's doing, I think he's kind of on the right track with negotiating these tariffs, trying to negotiate them down for what the other countries, for the other countries that actually are charging us tariffs. I think he's doing a good job negotiating them down, trying to get our tariffs charged on us down, and trying to get other countries to buy our goods. I think he's doing a good job on that. But if he does keep tariffs for us, if he keeps those long term, I think that's a bad thing because although, he tries to say, oh, we'll bring U.S. jobs back, that sounds good. But the problem here is that anything that's made in the U.S. is just going to cost a lot more. So, there's a big trade-off here with that. And, even Elon Musk and his brother and a lot of Republicans are really against tariffs because it's just going to, as Elon Musk and his brother said, it's a permanent tax on Americans. So having a fair and efficient market is really a better system because there's other ways to bring jobs back to Americans, like giving tax credits to companies if they bring jobs back. That's a better way to incentivize jobs. We will see. We will see. But a lot of changes going on here. So let me know your thoughts. Share this video with anybody that needs to hear this information. And make sure you say goodbye to Snowy. Subscribe so you don't miss out. And I'll keep you up to date. Click here to see the bill Trump's bill that the Republicans just passed. The James Fishback says they're confident the stimulus checks are going to be in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in